we eventually talked about our feelings, and we both did like each other.
Oh my god!
So like,
hey, it's Jill from Kiss 92's morning show, and I'm with Stacey Ryan. Welcome to Singapore.
Thank you.
Welcome to Asia. First time in Asia.
Yes.
Aside from the humidity, how are we doing?
I love it.
Yeah?
I think it's beautiful. I think these are like some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Oh.
I just like have felt such a warm welcome from everyone here.
The lyric in your song. I've been trying to dive into the deep end because I don't really want to lose a good friend. Right? That's off your song, Fall in Love Alone.
We never tried, how will we know?
How did it end? So did you get with the guy? Did you get with your friend?
So we eventually talked about our feelings, and we both did like each other.
Oh my god!
So like it ended well for me. Obviously, that was like a couple years ago. Like we're
Okay.
not together.
Oh.
But we're still like good friends. Like
Okay.
everything's super chill. But I call Fall in Love Alone like what I wish I could have said. But I was like, I'm like very shy. And for like that kind of stuff, you know, like to tell someone how I feel, like I'm very non-confrontational. So I was just like, this is what I wish I like could have said. Eventually, obviously we did talk about it and we were like, hey, we both like each other. So it ended well, but
So what advice would you give? Because that says Shikin over there. And I've asked her, if you have a guy in your group of friends that you really like, would you tell him? And she's like, no, never, I'll never tell. So what would you do?
But I
risk it, or
see, that's the thing. I've been trying to dive into the deep end because I don't really like. It's hard because you try to balance out and be like, if I say it and it goes well and we date, amazing. But what if it makes stuff weird, and what if he doesn't feel the same way, and then you lose a friend over it? So it's like it's a super like very tough moral decision to make.
But the answer is
But the answer is you should probably go for it, because living without knowing for me is probably more tough than like just like not. Living without knowing is tougher than like saying how you feel at the end of the day for me.
Please don't text me when you're drunk.
I won't text you when I'm drunk.
Ooh,
I won't text you when I'm
don't text
drunk.
me at all.
So I feel like every couple of years, every generation has their own jazz artist, right? We had Alicia Keys, we had Nora Jones. For myself particularly, it was Joss Stone. Like I can remember
love
the
Joss
moment
Stone.
I heard Fell in Love with a Boy for the first time. Like, dang, that slaps. Who was it for you?
That's so funny. You know, I never when people ask me what my influences are, I never say Joss Stone, but like I really should, because
Yeah.
she is just like a powerhouse vocalist. I mean, her like you know like Yeba, Tori Kelly, Jasmine Sullivan, like all these amazing like female singers who do like the riffs and the runs really inspire me. But also just like the pop artists of this generation, like Bruno Mars is a super big inspire, because I feel like he does so many jazzy things. But he's known as a pop guy, and I feel like he's done what I'm trying to do, which is like, you know, put jazz into pop music.
Okay, now a real quick game just to get to know you a little bit better. Fall in Love Alone. The one, I like the drama.
Yeah, I love it. It was like, fall in love alone? No.
Yeah. So no one wants to fall in love alone. It's a very inclusive activity. We want all parties to be present and
true.
consenting. Things that you would want to do alone. How do we feel about eating alone?
Like, where?
Like in a restaurant, anywhere. We like it, we don't like it.
I have done it before. I don't hate it, but I definitely would prefer to like go out with friends.
I feel like the older I get, I like eating alone more.
I definitely like to have my quiet meals at home by myself, for sure.
So watching a movie alone or with people?
Depends on the person. They talk alone. If they're just actually there to watch the movie, then with someone.
Okay, vacations alone or
Oh,
with people?
I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I feel like I would be so lonely if I was like vacationing in a completely different part of the world by myself. So definitely with someone.
There it is. Now we know a little bit more about Stacey Ryan. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course, thank you for
Come on
having
back
me.
to the Kiss 92, not back lah, but come to the Kiss 92 studio.
Oh, definitely. Next
Yeah,
time.
and sing for us, please.
Oh, of course.
Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place.